The past 12 months have been as big as ever for Samsung Galaxy devices. The Korean tech giant's mobile devices have remained some of the finest in their respective categories, with efforts into new areas like smart rings or AI features having turned out nicely too. But now it's time to examine what 2025 brings. The rumor mill has already told us to look out for the S25, Galaxy Watch 8 and Galaxy Ring 2, and Samsung has even shown off the Galaxy XR headset that we expect to actually ship this year. But there will certainly be more to see from Samsung's phone, tablet, laptop and wearables departments, as we'll get into. There's a Galaxy Unpacked event on the cards for January, so we should see some of the new goods there and then. But we look forward to these other goods hopefully being released over the coming 12 months. 1. The Galaxy S25 series. Samsung's previously stated the Galaxy S25 series will debut in the coming year, with leakers and our best assumptions believing it'll appear during the January Unpacked event. We may presume that, like in previous years, there will be 3 models unavailable, with the normal Galaxy S25 at the bottom and the Galaxy S25 Ultra sitting at the top. All of these variants are rumored to be obtaining a new, rounder, and larger in the case of the base model design, Snapdragon 8 Elite CPUs, and the Ultra should be getting some special enhanced cameras. However, this could come at the actual cost of increasing pricing. But alongside them, or instead of the unpopular Plus variant, a new Galaxy S25 Slim model could be arriving that would provide consumers a skinnier and lighter flagship phone experience, at least according to the reports. This could arrive independently from the other Galaxy S25s later in the year, however. Expect Samsung to talk a lot about Galaxy AI and any new capabilities it has as part of the S25 unveiling too. 2. Galaxy Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7. But alongside them, or instead of the unpopular Plus variant, a new Galaxy S25 Slim model could be arriving that would provide consumers a skinnier and lighter flagship phone experience, at least according to the reports. This could arrive independently from the other Galaxy S25s later in the year, however. Expect Samsung to talk a lot about Galaxy AI and any new capabilities it has as part of the S25 unveiling too. We don't know as much about 2025 Samsung foldables as the Galaxy S models, but the reports so far suggest this might be a significant year for the Z Fold, with it receiving larger displays based on those used on the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition, and an overall smaller design. The Z Flip 7 may also feature larger screens inside and out, and an Exynos chip in place of the regular Snapdragon chip, which could have consequences for performance too. On the other hand, 2018 may be a year where Samsung starts to move away from foldables. Both models have been projected to get a substantial production cut, meaning fewer units made. If it's an accurate trend, this could imply we're nearing a plateau in consumer interest in foldables. 3. Galaxy Watch 8, Watch 8 Pro and Ultra 2. Normally, Samsung announces a new smartwatch alongside its foldables, and there are already some theories regarding what the Galaxy Watch 8 could receive. Look out for a micro-LED display, a squarer shape and potential blood glucose monitoring, if or when it debuts in 2025. There's presently no evidence of a higher spec Pro version of the Watch 8 or even a Galaxy Watch Ultra 2 variant this year. But we think Samsung will sell one, or possibly even both, to those who want something more durable around their wrist capable of tracking health data, location, and more even under the hardest conditions. Galaxy Ring 2. The Galaxy Ring was a brand new wearable for Samsung this year, and we've already heard speculations about the follow-up. The Galaxy Ring 2 might take the aura-challenging wearable we know and add more size options, a slimmer band, and longer life per charge, making an appealing bundle all the more interesting. On top of that, there are reports that the Galaxy Ring 2 could launch earlier than expected, although exactly when has yet to be indicated. The first Galaxy Ring came out in summer, so it may only be a couple of months into the new year when the improved iteration makes its debut. 4. Galaxy XR/Project Moonan. Possibly the most fascinating of all of Samsung's announcements in the coming year, we may finally get to try out Samsung's XR headgear. Project Moonan, as it's now known, is real, but beyond it employing a Snapdragon XR Plus Gen 2 chip to operate things and Android XR as its platform, it's still a bit enigmatic. However, It'll be fantastic to see the Apple Vision Pro finally have a true opponent in the productivity-focused VR space, going by the Android XR demos that Google's showed off so far. And after Samsung kicks things off, many companies are likely to join the Android XR platform and try their own hand at a headset. Project Moonan is interesting in itself, but what it leads to in coming years could be even more influential. 5. Galaxy AI. While not a tangible product, Galaxy AI still bears the brand of Samsung's mobile goods, and with January 2025 marking a year since it was debuted, it seems certain that there will be an update of some type. Samsung's previously declared that AI would be a priority for the Galaxy S25 series, and reports suggest that a generative AI-capable version of Bixby could be one of the main new additions. As for things beyond that, and the iterative enhancements to present functions like summarization, translation, and picture editing and production, it's not obvious what else Samsung might offer. But perhaps there will be an exclusive launch of a new Google and Gemini ability that will eventually be made available to all new Android handsets, like we saw with Circle to search on the Galaxy S24. 6. Other devices like. We don't have any rumors concerning next-gen Samsung earbuds, but there's a chance we could see clues of a replacement for the Galaxy Buds 3 and Galaxy Buds 3 Pro by the end of the year. Samsung doesn't replace its Galaxy Buds every year as with many of its other Galaxy products, but hopefully there will be murmurs about how it'll improve on the current, but already amazing models. 7. Galaxy S25 FE. For the previous few years, Samsung's affordable variant of their latest flagship has debuted several months later. Assuming that's still the case, a Galaxy S25 FE, which leaves out some of the S25's features but decreases the price by a couple of $100, will appear this year. And we really hope it does, because the Galaxy S24 FE has turned out to be one of our favorite phones of the year. 8. Galaxy S56. Lower down Samsung's smartphone range, we find the Galaxy S series which, going by Samsung's current numbering structure, will all end in 6 this year. Samsung does cheap phones well, giving an enticing breadth and quality of features for the asking price. But ideally in coming year, Samsung's cheap models are offered worldwide rather than divided between different nations like we witnessed with the US getting the Galaxy A35 and the UK getting the Galaxy A55. 9. Galaxy Tab series. We will likely see a new generation of Galaxy Tab tablets by the end of next year, although there's a chance Samsung will decide to wait back until 2026 for a new edition of their premium slates. These could be powered by the latest Snapdragon 8 Elite CPU like the Galaxy S25 series is supposed to be, but we may also see the Dimensity 9400, the direct replacement of the chip in the current Tab S10 variants, utilized instead. What we're more likely to see is the Galaxy Tab A10 series of inexpensive tablets appear. It's been nearly a year since the Tab A9 launched, so even on Samsung's slower update timetable, it should imply an upgrade emerges in 2025. Galaxy Books 2024 was a busy year for Samsung laptops, as we got the Galaxy Book 4 series powered by chunky CPUs and GPUs for top-tier performance, followed by the Galaxy Book 4 Edge line, which used Snapdragon X Elite chips for a lighter design and speedier productivity, and now the Galaxy Book 5 Pro just before the end of the year to refresh the Galaxy Book 4. The Galaxy Book Edge series is next in line for an update, probably using the newest generation of Snapdragon laptop CPUs for enhanced power and AI processing capability. But considering the pace with which Samsung's upgrading its laptops right now, and given the reports of RTX 50 series graphics cards, it feels plausible that the Galaxy Book 6 series might also be on the road next year. With Samsung's community eagerly expecting the new Galaxy S25 family to come in mid to late January, many are wondering when they can put down their name for one of the new handsets. New details on Galaxy pre-orders imply the community won't have to wait long. While Samsung will not disclose the Galaxy S25 family ahead of its Galaxy Unpacked presentation, some facts have crept through to the community through multiple accessory manufacturers. The latest to reveal details on the Galaxy S25, S25 Plus, and S25 Ultra is Brand. The Canadian-based company creates cases and skins for a wide range of consumer devices. It's best known for a wide assortment of vinyl skins that cover a device. From game consoles to computers and tablets to mobile devices, brand offers a choice. Right now, it's presenting numerous alternatives for Samsung's yet-to-be-announced Galaxy S25 series. All three of the ordinary S25 smartphones have skins available, from simple blocks of color to its popular X-ray stickers displaying the internals of a smartphone. While we don't yet have the X-ray of the S25 phones, brand says that it will dispatch your purchase when the necessary internals are available. The vinyls confirm much of what has been suspected about the Galaxy S25. This includes the revised corners of the S25 family, with a sharper and more distinctive shape that should give additional internal room in the same footprint. The camera island and location of connectors and controls look to be carried over from the S24 handsets. There is the matter of which handsets will be provided. While it feels a certain certainty that we will see the Galaxy S25, Galaxy S25 Plus, and Galaxy S25 Ultra, a fourth Galaxy S25 handset is in the wings. Echoing the debut of an especially slim special edition of the Galaxy Z Fold a few months after the Z Fold 6, a slimmer Galaxy S25, the presumptively called Galaxy S25 Special Edition, could show available later in the year. So that's all we know for now. We'll be sure to keep you updated as soon as we have more information. Thanks for watching.